strengths or both? Or
Yeah, both.
Interested to see what, like, in what kind of way would you say?
In all areas, run game, pass game, protection, quarterback, receiver, running backs, they are, it's an evolving, improving group, and I've seen them be at a really high level in practice, consistently, and a really high level in games. And getting that consistently high level in both games and practice is what I feel, what I see coming. And I think looking at the ball game, this after really looking at it on tape and reviewing it, first of all, came away with the feeling that Iowa has a really good defense. One of the top, I think they're ranked second or maybe in the top 5 after this ball game. But really, really good. You got to give Phil Parker and the Iowa defense and their players a lot of credit. They're a heck of a good team and a heck of a good defense. I thought we had some really good production and drives in the first half. Second half, more limited in our possessions. 2 drives in the third quarter. Both made first downs, got out to about the midfield range, and first drive of the third quarter was going good, and then we were called on a false start penalty and didn't convert on that series. Then next series, another good drive was starting, and then we tried to throw a trick play at them, and they covered it really well. We ended up losing quite a few yards on that one, and then a sack on the next play and punted it away. And then fourth quarter again, so that started with a very good drive, got into field goal range, and then the next drive in the fourth quarter also was we had good field position, but we weren't able to convert on the 3rd and 3, and we're off the field, punted it away, and the next time we got it, we were backed up and doing our best to run the clock, low punt, and then have our defense win the game, which they did. So that was my takeaway coming away from the game.
We talked about time on task before with offenses you've installed here in terms of it takes a couple weeks, a month, whatever it is, different teams, different timelines. Is that lack of maybe, you said close to being consistent, but you mentioned a lot of times where maybe it wasn't, is that due to, do you feel like that's due to the new install, or is it due to other things, or why it hasn't maybe been at a higher level in terms of consistency?
As I said, I think it's coming. I think it's showing, and as I said earlier, I think top defense in the country against Wisconsin, top defense, one of the top defenses in Iowa. There is a point where you actually say, good job, well played. That was a good game. Recognizing the efforts of the opponent and your own players. I feel with our team, the effort is great, off the charts, at the highest level. And when you get that, then you can get everything else.
Time for 1 or 2 more. Anybody got your question? On the left, Brian.
Yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones was injured early in the year, but do you still think that there's another element to his game after coming back over these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think he's progressing to 100%.
Is there a way to maybe utilize him a little bit more moving forward?
Yeah, we do utilize Donovan. And the question I'm answering is, you said there's more to his game. I think so. I think he's progressively getting closer and closer to 100%.
Last question.
Yeah, one
Zach,
more
on the
about
left.
the name, image, and likeness. You say you want college football to be an amateur sport. I think the argument against it is that there's more revenue, than maybe that precedent was set. Ticket prices are higher, TV deals are more. Why do you want it to stay an amateur sport? What about that is aligned to you as a coach?
I like the fact that there's 38 sports on campus, always have felt that way. I like that the guys and girls, you know, can participate in athletic competition and receive college scholarship. I mean, you can talk to a ward manual and what the athletic budget is. I know what it was here. I know what it was when I was at Stanford, and they spend every dollar. And it's going to, you know, the non-revenue sports and the revenue sports, and you know, that model's been around for a long time. It was around, you know, football being the sport that generates the most revenue. There was a time that basketball was shooting into Peachtree baskets, you know, and you know, it was able to come along and flourish and see what women's sports have done in the last, you know, decades. It's exciting. I've got a daughter that plays water polo. You know, niece that plays lacrosse. You know, I like that there's a, you know, that opportunity is there for everybody.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep.
We got the players out here, we got a couple guys